to go. There we go. I'm live on YouTube. All right. Here's the question. What corporation spun off Ameritech, Pacific, Telesis, and 5 other subsidiaries in 1984? It's a big, still is very big, and thanks for the silver, Denjoga. Appreciate it. And upvote's always good. Looks like there's 3 people on YouTube, which is a good start. And yeah, this is the new me. No, this is the new one time a week, or one time in a day instead of multiple times a day. So yeah, here we go. There, Valerie. How you doing, Valerie? Give me a big brain emoji. That'd be great. And Dave, 1066, getting it right with AT&T. Bell, no, it wasn't Bell. It wasn't Ma Bell. It was AT&T. Is the correct answer. What became Captain Jean-Luc Picard's flavor of tea after producers rejected Patrick Stewart's initial suggestion of Lapsang Souchong? Souchong. Denjoga, nailing it. How are we doing there on YouTube? We used to have 3, now we have 1. Valerie, anybody want to guess on YouTube? Seems like there was little delay there, Denjoga. All right. I've got... okay, there we go. It was, in fact, Earl Grey tea. That is correct. Yes. Trekkie geekness. Earl Grey is correct. What 1984 Spaceball movie made Bernard Malamud's 32-year-old debut novel a monster hit? There you go. Picard and tea is all it took. Anybody know what 1984 baseball movie made Bernard Malamud's 32-year-old debut novel a monster hit? Cavote 195, also knowing it was Earl Grey tea. Brandon, giving me 84 baseball movie made Burns. No, was not Field of Dreams. Dave, 1066, getting it right with The Natural. It was Natural. All righty. What song from the Purple Rain LP cooed, "Maybe you're just like my mother, she's never satisfied"? Wow, that's pretty lame, but that's the best Prince impression you're going to get out of me. What 1984 baseball movie made Bernard Malamud's a 30... Oh, no. Sorry, that was the last question. What song from the Purple Rain LP cooed, "Maybe you're just like my mother, she's never satisfied"? Do, 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 do. 4 upvotes, 2 downvotes. I haven't been mentioning upvotes and downvotes lately. Just kind of go with the flow. When Doves Cry is correct. When Doves Cry. Denjoga, killing it on Reddit tonight. Doesn't even have to get to you unless you're listening. Are you listening on YouTube, Denjoga? Because you are getting them quickly. Alrighty, here we go. What U.S. presidential candidate was born to parents named Panos and Euterpe? Euterpe? Euterpe. E-U-T-E-R-P-E. Euterpe? Anyways. There you go. Keep dragging that times. You know what, Denjo? It used to work for some, but not all the time. Even when I'm playing other trivia games, I sometimes find I jump on and I do that, and it doesn't quite work out for me. Anyways, what U.S. presidential candidate was born to parents named Panos and Euterpe? Yeah, sometimes you get frozen action. Anyways, anybody know this 80s presidential candidate? With names like Panos and Euterpe, you would imagine it might be influencing the last name of whoever this presidential candidate was. Hope everybody had a good Thursday, maybe Friday. Yes, Mike Dukakis. Did I help you with that little hint there, Denjoga? No, it wasn't Ross Perot. It was Mike Dukakis. All right, next question. What nation's Osirak nuclear reactor did Israeli F-16s blast to smithereens in Operation Opera? Yes, Dave got it too, Dukakis. What nation's Osirak nuclear reactor did Israeli F-16s blast to smithereens in Operation Opera? You know what? I thought it was Iran too, but it wasn't. Brandon's getting it right. Anybody on Reddit want to give it another try? It was, in fact, Iraq, actually. Not Iran. It was Iraq. Who cast his nephew, Nicolas Cage, in The Cotton Club and Peggy Sue Got Married? Didn't know these two were related. Who cast his nephew, Nicolas Cage, in The Cotton Club and Peggy Sue Got Married? I think this director was mentioned in Peggy Sue Got Married even as early as yesterday. Yes, Valerie and Denjoga. Francis Ford Coppola. You got massive lag, Dave. You got a couple of options. You can go to YouTube and you'll have way less lag there. Just go to Generous Trivia at YouTube or generoustrivia.com. Second one is drag that right little dot as far as you can to the right. That's your other option, Dave. So those are your options. I prefer you go to YouTube. It's just much smoother. It cuts out way less. Like I get chopped off of Reddit all the time, but it doesn't do it quite as much on YouTube. I've hardly ever had it on YouTube. And the lag is way better, or way less by better. All righty. What Vincent van Gogh painting fetched a then record $39.9 million at auction in 1987? Wow. That 39.9 has been blown out of the water. I don't know what the current record is, but I think there's been ones over 400 million, right? Yes, Brandon. I didn't know they were related either. Nicolas Cage and Francis Ford Coppola. Guys, if you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up and upvote, and that would be awesome. Just a few more people here. We're catering to 6. 6 on Reddit and 3 on YouTube. The important people are here, but we could use a few others. No, it was not Starry Night. Anybody know their paintings? What Vincent van Gogh painting fetched a then record $39.9 million at auction in 1987? This one contained foliage of some sort. Foliage. No, it wasn't a self-portrait. Foliage. Anybody know the foliage that might be in this? All righty, we'll see you, Dave. Nope, not the lilies. Well, you're correct in guessing the foliage was a flower. Anybody know? Last time, what Vincent van Gogh painting fetched a then record $39.9 million at auction in 1987? It's a flower that begins with the letter S. Keep on grinding. That's what I'm doing. We will monetize on YouTube before you know it. Keep on grinding. Yes, sunflowers. Valerie, Cress, Foreign, both getting it. I am Big Mac D is sunflowers. Yes, it was sunflowers. That is the correct painting. Which U.S. president, as one of his last official acts, pardoned George Steinbrenner for illegal contributions to Richard Nixon's 1972 campaign? So this is 1980s trivia, so that should limit your options there. What U.S. president, as one of his last official acts, pardoned George Steinbrenner for illegal contribution to Richard Nixon's 1972 campaign? Valerie, guessing Reagan. And Denjoga Ford. It was actually Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was the one. What cartoon crusader typically faced off against the peculiar purple pieman of Porcupine Peak? Get this before I have to repeat it, please. Alrighty. Anybody know the answer to that? What cartoon crusader? No? What cartoon crusader typically faced off against the peculiar purple pieman of Porcupine Peak? Yes, they alliterated just to make these questions more difficult. The cartoon character is also alliterated, so that shouldn't be a surprise that they did that. Anybody know the alliteration I'm looking for? Rocky. Hey, Dame Coco. Look, you're not showing up as a top chatter. No, it's not Rocky. There we go. Denjoga coming up with strawberry shortcake. Yes, strawberry shortcake is correct. What film gave Holly Hunter the line, "Gimme that baby, you warthog from hell"? Interesting. Interesting little take on things. What film gave Holly Hunter the line, "Gimme that baby, you warthog from hell"? I've heard of this movie. I'm not sure how popular it is, actually. I had to stop watching. I'm in the middle of Braveheart. I did the music movie themes this afternoon, and one of them I chose was Braveheart, and I suddenly had a hankling to watch Braveheart, so I'm watching it. I'm in the midst. Raising Arizona is correct in Joga. Nailed it. Not sure how you knew that, but I'll give it to you. What fitting single led off John and Yoko's double fantasy album, marking the end of a 5-year hiatus? Somewhat fitting. Not entirely, but somewhat fitting. What fitting single led off John and Yoko's double fantasy album, marking the end of a 5-year hiatus? Crest Foreign, the YouTube channel is Generous Trivia. So you can go to you search it on YouTube, or you can go to generoustrivia.com, and it'll take you right there. Take you to my channel. When I was a young yeah, that's a different Valerie. I think you're thinking Lion King, right? When I was a young warthog. No. Alioth, nice to see you there. Anybody know this John and Yoko song? Let me try it one more time. What fitting single led off John and Yoko's double fantasy album, marking the end of a 5-year hiatus? It is 3 words, or 2 words, sorry. And the 2 words initials are SO. SO. No, it wasn't Imagine, Alioth and Denjoga. 2 words, SO, are the initials of this song. Dame, Valerie, Alioth, Brandon, a few of you on there. Let me just check something here. It says participants. Yeah, oh, it's showing 3. So Brandon has left us. There you go. Starting over. Denjoga gets it. Starting over. It has a bracket just like Starting Over, but Starting Over is the name of the song title. Alrighty. Risa coming on. Guys, I don't know. I think I might go to YouTube only sooner than later. Who knows? I do like it. I like the fact it doesn't cack out on me. It doesn't have terrible lag, but it doesn't bring a whole lot of new people. Just the old guard. Thanks, guys, for showing up. I appreciate it. All righty. Here we go. What brand name Sweetener was added to Tab in 1984 to the chagrin of many longtime fans? I guess they were trying to make a diet. Did you put Tide? Like Tide Pods? No, it wasn't Splenda or Sweeten, though. But you are on the right line. No, it's not Splenda. I don't know. Did Splenda come out in the 80s? Sweet and Low definitely was. I remember my mom putting that into. But no, it's not Sweet and Low. But it's another brand. What brand name Sweetener was added to Tab in 1984 to the chagrin of many? Sucralose, not stevia. Yeah, not Sweet and Low. This is definitely, I think I've heard of it even more recently, but I'm not usually typically, stevia I think is really recent. I think that's like in the last 10 years. Equal. Oh, there's a name I haven't heard. No, it's not Equal. Saccharin, nope. Again, this is a brand name, right? So stuff like sucralose and saccharin. Or saccharin, I think, is the ingredient, right? What brand name Sweetener, no, it's not Sweeten though, was added to Tab in the 1984 to the chagrin of many longtime fans? Starts with an N, people. Starts with an N. No, not aspartame. No, not saccharin. There we go. Tony, Alio, finally. It takes the N, I think, to get him there. NutraSweet was added to Tab. Yeah, I don't know. Was Tab previously a non-diet drink? I mean, if you go from non-diet to diet drink, that would obviously disturb the or the people that don't want the diet drink. I can see that. All right. What daily was described by its own editor, John Quinn, as the new newspaper that brought new depth to the meaning of the word shallow? Wow. From its own editor. That's crazy talk. Guys, if you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up. If you're not enjoying the lag on Reddit, go to YouTube and search up Generous Trivia, or generoustrivia.com will take you there. And you will get a better experience, way less lag. No, not the Daily Mail. Yes, Denjoga gets it. It was USA Today. Wow, the editor, his own editor, their own editor had that comment about shallowness. That's crazy. Lake Norman Guest. I would suggest you go to YouTube. You are way behind. You're lagging big time. Here we go. Next question. What groundbreaking medical drama lost plastic surgeon Robert Caldwell after he contracted AIDS? Interesting. No, it wasn't ER. No, not Nip Tuck. Not ER again. What What groundbreaking medical drama lost plastic surgeon Robert Caldwell after he contracted AIDS? Not General Hospital. It was an evening show. There we go. Tony's got it. Owen. Yes, Owen, you're delayed too. I'd suggest going to YouTube as well to reduce the lag. It was Saint Elsewhere. Tony gets it with Saint Elsewhere. Alrighty, next question. Let's see if you guys know any WWF or now WWE. What Iranian-born pro wrestling champ was famed for his crippling camel clutch maneuver? Come on, there was only one from Iran. Tony, WWF fan. The Iron Sheik, yes. Iran number one, not Russia number one. Iran number one, Russia number one. Do you remember who was the Russian guy? No, I'm forgetting. Iron Sheik and what was the your brother? Oh, Dame Coco. The Russian was Ivan and Nikita. Oh, okay. I think it was Ivan that was the one. Didn't they have some other name other than Ivan Koloff? The Russian something or other? Anyways, enough for reliving the times when I did used to watch WWF. How long did participants get to hold hands after paying to be part of Hands Across America? You have to pay? How long did participants get to hold hands after paying to be part of Hands Across America? No, it's not 5 or 12 minutes. It was an increment of 5, though. I'll give you that. It was an increment of 5, not 30 minutes, not 10 minutes. Denjoga, you seem to have slowed down with your answers. You need to jump over to YouTube. 100 hours, no. Oh, Volkov. Yes, that's it. Volkov. There you go. Huggy Bear Brown. Yes, Risa, finally. 15 minutes. What did you have to pay? Was like a donation to be it? I guess it was probably a donation, right? To the cause. Alrighty. Who was addressing the European Parliament in 1988 when Ian Paisley, leader of Northern Ireland's Free Presbyterian Church, hollered, "Antichrist." Antichrist. Denjoga, we've moved on. We've moved on. It's all right. No, not Margaret Thatcher. John Mayer? No, not John Mayer. Or Major. John Major. Sorry. That was not John Major. John Mayer is the singer, but John Major was the one of the, was he a prime minister after Margaret Thatcher of the UK? Not Gorbachev. I'll ask it again. Who was addressing the European Parliament in 1988 when Ian Paisley, leader of the Northern Ireland Free Presbyterian Church, hollered, "Antichrist"? Northern Ireland's Free Presbyterian Church hollered, "Antichrist." Does that help anybody? Not Gorbachev, Yeltsin, or Tony Blair. No, not the Queen. There we go. Oh, actually, Denjoga had it. Sorry, I missed it. Do you know which one it was, Denjoga? Not Bono. Bono, not Bono. Denjoga, I missed it. He had it. It was, in fact, yes, Pope John Paul II. Pope John Paul II was the Antichrist. Let's see. What 1989 dark comedy reunited the three stars of Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile? Huh. Not Reagan. What 1989 dark comedy reunited the three stars of Romancing the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile? Guys, if you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up. That'd be awesome. There we go. Tony coming up with it. Sinead O'Connor, no. You must be answering the Pope John Paul. Oh, that's the person who yelled it on what do you call it? Anyways. Here we go. It was the War of the Roses. The War of the Roses. Alrighty, next question. What duo topped the country charts with Mama He's Crazy, Girls Night Out, and Turn It Loose? Fight the Real Enemy. Risa's saying, Danjoga, go over to YouTube and hang with the cool kids. I love both YouTube and Reddit and the audiences, but YouTube is just a little smoother. And yeah. Brooke and Dune. I don't know. Tony, give me last names. It's last names. FJ Raisley, look at that. You got the right name. Huggy Bear Brown. Guys, if you're on Reddit, you're still way lagged out. Go over to YouTube, search up Generous Trivia, and join the cool club. No, it's all right. Join the non-laggy club. There we go. Anybody know? Yeah, it's an 80s deck. It was produced later than the 80s, so it's all of the 80s. But yes. What duo topped the country charts with Mama He's Crazy, Girls Night Out, and Turn It Loose? Tony, do you know their last names? Because it's the last names that I've got here, not the first names. So I don't know. Anybody been noticing Naomi? Yeah, there we go. Tony's got it. It's just the Judds. You didn't even have to know their names. The Judds is correct. What was the first Nintendo cartridge with a battery allowing players to save and restore complex games in progress? Huh. They had it in the cartridge. Interesting. There we go. Soon as I say Reddit is not the preferred platform, somebody on Reddit flicked the switch and said, enough of this. Yeah. Done. It was actually Zelda. All right. Anybody else going to come over? How many of us are there here? Participants. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of you. Even though it says 3, there's actually 6. All righty. What crony did George Lucas draft to direct Michael Jackson in Disney 3's epic Captain EO? What crony did George Lucas draft to direct Michael Jackson in Disney's 3D epic Captain EO? We saw that in the last few years. I think it's done now. But that was still playing. And where was it? I think it was Epcot, wasn't it? Anybody know? No, it wasn't Spielberg. Let's just say he was an answer previously tonight. This is his night, apparently, to be an answer. It was not Spielberg. Anybody know? Anybody can remember what I said? Yes. Francis Ford Coppola is the answer. Where is it, guys? Is it at Epcot? I'm pretty sure it's at or was at Epcot. I don't think it's there anymore. I think they've replaced it. So, alrighty. What Central American country suffered. Yeah, it's an Epcot, Journey into the Imagination. Yeah. What Central American country suffered inflation in 1988 estimated as high as 36,000%? Yeah, it's not the only place in the world this is happening today, even, right? It's happening in Venezuela right now. It's kind of crazy. Nicaragua, Denjoga, nailing it. Nicaragua. Alrighty. Who left the role of Sheriff Tupper on Murder, She Wrote to star in Father Dowling's Mysteries? Anybody remember this actor? I do remember him. There we go. Tony remembers him. Tom Bosley is correct. Tom Bosley. Alrighty. What character did reporter Sue Charlton bring back to New York after meeting him in a pub in Walkabout Creek? Yeah, Mr. Cunningham. Good old. Alrighty. Anybody know? There you go. Crocodile Dundee is correct. Denjoga. Alrighty. What Kenny Rogers hit gushed, "I'm your knight in shining armor and I love you"? Anybody know their Kenny Rogers? What Kenny Rogers hit gushed, "I'm your knight in shining armor and I love you"? Oh, it's actually all one phrase. Thought it was two different phrases, but just one. Anybody know Kenny Rogers? Suddenly it gets awfully quiet. Islands in the Stream. No. Risa Alioth? People disappearing in the night? No, this is Risa. Valerie still around. Alioth. Kenny Loggins. Oh, there we go, Risa. They're feeling a bit young. It's a single word that refers to a woman. Tenjoga. All I can think of. So Risa and Valerie are feeling a little bit on the young side. Yes, lady. Lady is correct. What classic Hasbro toy acquired a trapdoor for spare part storage in 1983? Didn't know this was not original to the toy. What classic Hasbro toy acquired a trapdoor for spare part storage in 1983? Valerie coming up with it. So with Tony and Denjoga. Mr. Potato Head is correct. All right. Okay. Here we go. Who shared payload specialist duties with Gregory Jarvis aboard the Doomed Challenger shuttle in 1986? She's probably the most famous of all the astronauts that were on this flight. There's your bonus little hint. Denjoga getting it. Yes, Krista McAuliffe. Anyways, sad, right? Wasn't she going to be the first non-astronaut in space, right? Or non-professional? She was a teacher, right, by trade? Anyways, it's sad. Here we go. What series? Yeah, first civilian. What series centered on brotherly private eyes AJ and Rick? Anybody know? Yes, Tony. Simon and Simon is correct. What 76-year-old finally won an Oscar for his portrayal of crusty octogenarian in Norman Thayer? Cool shirt. Is that what you really want to say? Shirt or short? Valerie. I don't mind, but I don't think you're selling a shirt there, right? Tried to get that shameless plug in there, and we're all going to buy a shirt about Ron McNair and the Space Shuttle. Anyways, I guess it's on YouTube, I imagine, Valerie. Okay, back to the question. What 76-year-old finally won an Oscar for his portrayal of crusty octogenarian Norman Thayer? Don? No, it's not Don. What is that? A Mensch? A Mensch? Nope. Fairly famous actor as well as acting family. There's your hint. No, not George Burns. Yes, Henry Fonda. Denjoga, nailing it. Henry Fonda. Alrighty. What Dolly Parton ditty griped, for service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve a fat promotion. That's funny. Anybody know? Yes, 9 to 5. 9 to 5. That's a funny lyric. What 3 planets did Voyager 2 spacecraft visit during the 80s? That's a good question. So you got to give me 3. 3 planets. And technically, they're all still planets, so that eliminates one that you might have thought of. What 3 planets did the Voyager 2 spacecraft visit during the 80s? Earth, Mars, and Jupiter? No. Jupiter, Saturn, and Venus? Nope. Yeah, I don't think. Did it ever go to Venus? I always thought it kind of went from Earth outwards, deeper into space, but I don't know. What do I know? No, it's neither of those 2. Quick question, guys. Does the stream improve on YouTube when I knock out Reddit? Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Getting closer, but not quite right. In the 80s, 89. Voyager 2 had been in space for a while, I think, at that point, right? There's your hint. There we go. Yes, it was Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Finally got it. Alrighty. Denjoga, the only one that knows his planets. Alrighty. What notorious company was formed when Houston Natural Gas merged with Omaha's Inner North in 1985? See, this is where some of the stuff, the notoriousness didn't happen as much in the 80s as it did in the 90s. Tony getting it right with Enron. It was Enron. What Steven Soderbergh movie earned James Spader a Best Actor award at Cannes in 1989? Sorry, guys. Anybody know? Yes, Tony coming up with it. Sex, Lies, and Videotapes. Videotape? Oh, yeah, it's singular. And videotape. You guys were correct. Which Jackson family sibling failed to thrill with albums entitled My Special Love, Heart Don't Lie, and Imagination? The lesser successful Jackson member. LaToya. Yes, LaToya Jackson is correct. No, not Tito. Carbonated Water. Nice to see you. Where have you come from, Carbonated Water? Are you a Redditor that's made the leap? Or did you somehow find me on YouTube randomly? carbonated water. We love to have you. Good to see new young blood. There we go. Lord Dearlove is also here. Wow, the gang's all coming out tonight. Oh, you came from Brad. When will I get my first YouTuber to, or not YouTuber, but YouTube viewer to show up and say, hey, I just somehow found you on YouTube? I don't know. We'll see. Who celebrated her 20th birthday by marrying rocker Lenny Kravitz? The gang's all here. Yes. The gang is all here. Awesome. What time is that? Yes, Risa. Dame Coco coming out. Hey, Dame. You haven't answered in a while. Yes, Lisa Bonet is right. Lisa Bonet. She's only 20. Wow, that's young. That is young. Alrighty. What band was loving every minute of it when Turn Me Loose hit big in 1981? Oh, Dane, doing simultaneous work. There we go. Tony getting it right with Loverboy. It's actually a Canadian band. I left that detail out. I don't know why. I just saw it. It said Canuck. I don't know. Here's another one. What Canadian children's book author is probably best known for 1980 The Paper Bag Princess? Do you guys know who that is? It's pretty big up here in the circles up here of Canadian. Do you know? Where's that? Too Canadian. What Canadian children's book author is probably best known for his 1980s The Paper Bag Princess? And it's not Dr. Seuss. Anybody? Initials RM. RM. Anybody hear my wife sharpening pencils? Because I hear it quite clearly, but I'm not sure if the mic is picking it up. She's a bit Rupert Murdoch. No. Not Rupert Murdoch. No, he's not a famed Canadian. Robert is correct. It is Robert. Oh, you can't hear it? Yeah, she's a teacher. So she started to, like, first class was our first day of school with the kids was today, but apparently she needs pencils. All righty. That's what our local, which one? Sorry, Robert something? Yeah, answer is Robert Munch. Robert Munch was the name of it. All righty. There we go. What film rejected O.J. Simpson for its lead role for fear he was too nice to be taken seriously as a remorseless killing machine, and would have doomed the series not too long afterwards? So that's probably a good thing. I missed Lord Dearlove, what your secondhand clothing store is named after. Yes. It is Terminator. So yeah, they made the right choice there. Oh, Paper Bag Princess. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Yes, Terminator. No OJ for Terminator. Yeah, I think Arnie was a better choice for that. Here's another Canadian one. What legendary Canadian band made Time Stand Still on their 1987 album Hold Your Fire? Hold Your Fire. Yes, Rush. Rush. Yay for Rush. Here we go. What number of the 5 medals won by Canada at the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary were gold? Then Joga, seeing a bit of rush. 1. Anybody else got a guess? What number of 5 medals won by Canada at the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary were gold? Tony, nailing it, was none. So, guys, we've had the Olympics in Canada 3 times. 1976 in Montreal, 1988 in Calgary, and 2010 in Vancouver. And until Vancouver, Canada had never won a gold medal in an Olympic game at its own country. It's kind of sad. We had 0 winter and 0 summer Olympics in the 2 Olympics we held. But anyways, we did it in style in 2010. We topped the gold medal podium, which was cool because, you know, we do good in Winter Olympics, but not usually number 1 for gold. So we made it happen. Kind of cool, including the golden goal by Sidney Crosby. All right, what Bugs Bunny legend served as the voice of Mr. Mackenzie in the 1983 comedy Strange Brew? Oh, Strange Brew. That is more Canadian than ever. And thank you, Denjoga, for knowing it, because I don't know. Yeah, Mel Blanc is correct. There we go. I guess Bugs Bunny is probably the reason you know, right? Because Strange Brew. Oh, there we go. You know, Strange Brew is pretty Canadian. As Canadian as it gets. Alrighty, here we go. Next one. What world leader had just left a hotel bathroom 2 minutes before it was destroyed by a terrorist bomb in 1984? Who would that have been? I don't know. Oh, no idea. There was an SS in this world leader. But yeah, in the 84, I was 13. Probably not following politics that closely, but yeah, I didn't know that. And obviously, because she... Oh, Bandit Fist. Good. Haven't seen you in a while. Risa was 3. Well, you're not that young, Risa. Thinking these are all old questions, but yeah, you were young in the 80s. I get it. Yeah, Margaret Thatcher. I didn't know Margaret Thatcher. Oh, now Valerie wasn't born. Okay, now you're talking young. Alrighty. What name did Gwendolyn typically go by on the Wonder Years? Is the Wonder Years a Canadian? I don't know why that light goes like that. Anybody know? Is the Wonder Years a Canadian show? Yeah, Winnie. Winnie is correct. Is it Canadian? I don't know. Just, it's one of those things. I don't know. All righty. What did Fidel Castro stop doing in 1985, earning a medal from the World Health Organization? Bandit Fist. Haven't seen you around in a while either. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, we got a good number here. Yes, smoking is correct. It doesn't specify cigars or cigarettes, but yes, smoking is the answer. What Soviet republic saw the Nagorno-Karabakh region attempt to split off and join Armenia? Wasn't there a war in just the last couple of years, I think, based on this? So, yeah, goes back all the way. No, not Uzbekistan. What Soviet republic was, there we go. Yeah, Azerbaijan. Wasn't there a flare up like in the last, I think in the last 2 years on this exact region between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Interesting. Goes back quite a while. What technical innovation did ABC, NBC, and PBS all unveil on March 16th, 1980? Wonder why. Yeah, they were making planes reroute, right? Just to avoid that accidental gunning down of a plane. Yes, Tony, closed captions is correct. No, closed captions. Wonder why that specific, I guess the technology was rolling out and they all just decided to do it on the same day. Probably. What 1987 U2 album went platinum the day after it was released? And no, it wasn't the free one that they gave out to everybody, whether they wanted to or not. Yes. Tony, Valerie, getting it? The Joshua Tree. Yes, Joshua. Not Jacob's tree, Joshua's tree. Yes, that is correct. I'll ask a sports one. I tend to avoid them, but you guys can big brain this maybe. What Chicago Bears great was the first football player to grace the front of a Wheaties box? Do you guys know your football players? He was good. He's very good. No, he wasn't a coach. It wasn't Mike Ditka. Well, I guess Ditka was actually a player at one point. The Bears. Yes, Tony. Walter Payton is correct. Walter Payton. What national figure guest starred on the infamous episode of Different Strokes where Arnold exposed grade school drug abuse? Interesting. Brett Favre. No, it wasn't Brett Favre, Risa. Just put Brett on the Chicago Bears. Yes, Nancy Reagan is correct. All right, I think I got, what time is that? I don't have my phone. My phone's right here. I'll do 2 more cards. Then I gotta go back to Braveheart. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, it was Nancy Reagan. All right. Last 2 cards. What series went off the air after 11 years, inspiring a Smithsonian exhibit entitled Binding Up the Wounds? Yeah, no, it's not the final 5. I'm doing 2 cards. It's the final 12, but I don't do every question now, so. MASH is correct. You guys got it. MASH. What high-flying comedy duo was the Bill Murray movie Stripes originally intended to star? Yeah, no, you're close, Dane, but you would have to actually put an asterisk between each of the letters to get the official name of MASH. Yeah, gets it right. Cheech and Chong is correct. High flying being the optimum word there. What flamboyant band shocked longtime fans in 1983 by appearing on MTV without makeup? Without makeup. Yes, that's how you spell MASH. Yes, good old Kiss. And then they toured, right, for a few years without the makeup, and then they went back to it. Who completely redesigned Boy Scout uniforms in 1980? Anybody know off the top of their head? These are the options. I'll give it to you. Halston, Bill Blaze, or Oscar de la Renta? Oscar de la Renta. No, not Bill Blaze. Now we're down to a 50-50. IDK. It's between Halston and Oscar de la Renta. No, not Halston. which lives. No, it actually was Oscar de la Renta. Despite Valerie's protest, it was. All righty, here we go. Last, or no, this is one more card after this. What race did Nissan claim its cars were built for? Oh, I remember this slogan. I had to see it first, but I do remember it. Yeah. There we go. Tony remembers it as well. No, not NASCAR. It was the human race. Tony, Valerie, remembering that. All right. This is the last card. The final 6, unless I skip over one. Let's see. I might not. These are all non-Canadian questions. What experienced politician declined Ronald Reagan's offer to join the 1980 Republican ticket moments before the Gipper asked George Bush? The Gipper. Good old Ronald Reagan, called the Gipper. Anybody know? This is a fairly famous one in the presidential realm. What experienced politician declined Ronald Reagan's offer to join the 1980 Republican ticket moments before the Gipper asked George Bush? Anybody know? We seem to have hit a lull. No, it's not Bob Dole. No, not Cheney. Not Ross Perot. Not Gingrich. What former president declined Ronald Reagan's offer to join the 1980 Republican ticket moments before the Gipper asked George Bush? There we go. Gerald Ford is correct. What future ER factory? You catch that? What future ER hunk played Roseanne's manager at the Wellham's plastic factory? Oh, Roseanne, like Roseanne Barr. Her show. Interesting. Yes, Valerie, Tony, everybody knowing George Clooney. What 1981 horror movie spawned sequels subtitled Your Sister is a Werewolf and The Rebirth? The Rebirth. Anybody know? Yes, Tony knows. The Howling. The Howling. What heavy metal band was unsuccessfully sued after two fans convinced they'd heard messages in the album Stained Glass committed suicide? Well, that's sad. But yes. I guess they must have written it in their whatever they wrote before they committed suicide, I guess. Yes, Judas Priest, Bandit Fist, Denjoga. Get it right. Tony was partway there. Judas Priest. Huh. Yeah, that's sad. Here we go. I don't ask the sports one, but this one I will. What figure skater was the first African American to earn a medal at the Winter Olympics? Didn't know that. Anybody remember? I'm pretty sure she didn't win gold. No, not Soraya Bonili. I'm not sure who Dominic is. Not Soraya. This is the 80s. And remember, it's Winter Olympics. Tony can see her. Bandit Fist, you're getting close. Yes. Between the two of you, you almost have it. Anybody want to put it together? I don't know, Valerie. As much as I like the Winter Olympics, I tend not to go too crazy about figure skating unless, of course, the Canadian is in it, which does happen. Anyways, it was Debbie. So Tony got, and wasn't Thompson, but Thomas. So Bandit Fist almost got that. Oh, there we go. Bandit Fist got the whole name. Debbie Thomas. Correct. Here we go. Last question, guys. So, guys, here's my one request. If after this show, each one of you, I think there's about 8 of you. Let me just check. It says 7, or no, 6. But if I go to participants, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of you. If each of you just open up one other previous video and just let it play on your computer, we'll add 8 hours to my 4,000 hours that we have to get monetized. So that's all I'm asking. Just open your browser, keep it over, click on one previous one, listen to it, or don't even listen to it. Just play it in the background, and we'll get 8 more hours today. That would be awesome. We'll get there. All righty. Dame Coco's going to do it. Tony's going to do it. Everybody do it. 8 people do it. That's 8 more hours. So I really appreciate it. All right. What surrealist severely burned in a fire in 1980? Wow. Hey, Tony, we're not done here, but you're welcome. Thanks, Risa. Appreciate it. Yes, Tony getting it. Salvador Dali. I didn't know that. It's kind of sad. Alrighty, guys. That's it for me today. Thank you for hanging out. It was a good show. I liked it. Oh, nobody answered. Oh, here. Before you go, if you're comfortable, you should be name the city, state, or country, whatever you're from. I just want to get a feel for where people are from. And maybe in future, I'll just say, hey, so-and-so from so-and-so. Anyways, just put it in there. That'd be awesome. And there we go, Dame. I didn't know you were a fellow Southern Ontarian. Risa, Trinidad and Tobago. Lord Dearlove, all the way from New Zealand. Awesome. Tony, I'm going to have to look that up. I have no idea where Lake Wobegon is. Kansas City, Valerie. Oh, yeah, I guess my Dallas Cowboys were playing tonight, and I'm busy watching Sacramento. Hey, all over the place. Cool, guys. Thanks for it. Is Lake Wobegon real? Yeah, where all the kids are above average. Yeah, we're all over. Alrighty, guys. Appreciate it. Guys, enjoy your evening, and we will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern. Alrighty now. It's a NPR show. So Tony, keeping it real. Don't keep it a secret. Alrighty, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you. Bye now.